Here it is, the $24,950 Slate electric pickup. Well, this is the SUV. This one's a bit more expensive, but we finally have a price tag on the vehicle and we have a range 205 miles. Originally, Slate was going to offer up 2 batteries, 150, 2 something or other, and they decided, based on feedback from customers and using their the maker where people can go in and build their own Slate, 80% of the people were deciding on the larger battery pack. So Slate said, you know what? Why don't we just come up with 1 battery, over 200 miles of range for $25,000. With that 205 miles of range, this vehicle is based on a 400 volt architecture, which means
the DC fast charging tops out at 120 kilowatts.
So if you're deciding to go on long road trips, this probably isn't the ideal EV. Instead, it's great for around town, which is, to be honest, frankly, what most people are doing while they're driving. It has a usable 63 kilowatt hour battery pack. It gets over 3 miles per kilowatt hour, so it's pretty efficient for a vehicle that's essentially pretty flat up front. So you are getting a pretty efficient vehicle for around town, for fleet management. And what's also interesting, it offers 11 kilowatt AC charging. So for a fleet manager, that means you can park this car at an AC charger for 11 kilowatts during lunch breaks, between shifts, and still keep this vehicle on the road all the time. It is outfitted with SAE J3400, also known as NACS, so you can charge this at all the Tesla stations, and of course with an adapter at all the CCS stations out there. In addition to the Slate Marketplace, the automaker will offer up files for 3D printing, so DIYers, content creators, they can 3D print parts for their vehicle. And if you happen to decide to make a business out of creating a part for the Slate, you can work with Slate and actually have your parts sold on the Slate Marketplace. And it'll go 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. And you know what? Standing next to this vehicle is fine, but I'm going to go take a ride. All right, so I'm here with Matt. We're here in the Slate truck. This is just the regular Slate, and we're going to go for a little ride.
Yes, we are.
So this is a pre-production vehicle, correct?
It is a prototype, yep. We're bringing them out here to showcase how well they ride, the NVH.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can't feel from your side, but it's got 1 pedal drive with auto hold.
Oh, wonderful. I think that's a huge deal for people who used to drive Bolts, used to drive the original Nissan Leaf. So.
Yeah. Very smooth transition down to 0, and then the brake hold, so it's very easy drive, very easy to get used to.
Is there multiple levels of regen, or just a single?
Single level.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll punch it a little bit as we get around this corner, just so you're ready for it. 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. I'll get going here. Make sure we're clear.
So you can.
That's slightly over the speed limit.
So you have that EV torque. It's not overwhelming. It's not super quick, but it's definitely quick enough, is what it feels like from the passenger side.
Yeah, and again, you
could, if can you turn off the rear traction control if you're a weirdo and you want to draft?
Right. Yes.
Drift.
Yeah. ESC
I'm a professional.
Off. Yeah. Right. Yep. We have the ESC off button. It's over here on this side.
So we didn't squeal the tires, but if you turn that off, that definitely, I felt like that definitely would have squealed. We would have got some squeals.
Yeah.
And so what is your position at Slate?
I'm the manager of functional sciences. Things like durability, NVH, aerothermal, do fastener engineering, weight benchmarking, BSR. I think I didn't forget any.
Everything.
Yeah.
So as you're working on this vehicle, when you're thinking about NVH, I mean, we have a little bit of air, but it's a pre-production vehicle.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So what is left? What's left to validate for you and your team?
Well, I like to say we've done the homework. We studied for the test. We got to take the final exam. We're going to go through our final round of validation, durability. We're going to go out west and do our final validation of our aerothermal system. On the classic Davis Dam run out in Arizona.
That's an SAE standard. I'm from SAE.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. J2007. Very, very familiar. So we'll be doing that. The NVH team is working diligently to make sure all the dot the I's and cross the T's with all of our objectives there. So we just got to take the final exam and get ready to launch.
Getting there. So this is exciting. I think a low-cost EV that's a modular truck is. And for you, for NVH, how difficult is it when it comes to a vehicle that is essentially a transformer?
From an NVH perspective, I mean, the really important thing is to do the first things first, so that and do them well, so that you're not adding content to mask things that weren't done correctly. And our team are just studs. They've done that and are continuing to find opportunities. And that way we get good performance without a lot of content cost.
Oh, thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it.
These are comfy seats.
Thanks. Yeah. Simple and comfortable.
Simple.
And then, they've got the zip out seat liners.
Oh yeah.
So you can customize those, right? So they're built for customization.
If you want to use this vehicle to haul things around, essentially just doing truck stuff, it has a payload of 1,500 pounds and can tow up to 2,000 pounds. The ground clearance for the vehicle, for the truck, is 7.8 inches. For the SUV, because of the additional weight, it's 7.6 inches. If you do get the lift kit, it increases that by 2 inches. And of course, the big selling point, besides the price and the fact that it's an EV, is that it is modular. This one is sort of everything. It's got the lift kit, it's got the off-road tires, it's got the SUV kit, it's got the rails on top. You can do all this. You can order all this when you order the vehicle, or you can just wait to order it later. Maybe a year or two from now, you decide you don't want a pickup, you want an SUV, you can order that stuff. You can have it either installed by yourself, you can do it with a friend, or you can send it off to one of the partnership service centers that Slate is working with. The company says that it has over 200 accessories, and 80% of those accessories are under $500. So the idea is you buy this, and then you just accessorize it like crazy. You mod it, you put wraps on it. The default wraps are $500. Of course, that price can climb pretty quickly if you decide to do a custom wrap. But overall, we live in an era where cars evolve via software, via over-the-air updates. Now we're entering the area where a car can evolve in your driveway via hardware updates. And that's pretty exciting. The Slate is expected to start shipping at the end of 2026. For more automotive coverage, be sure to subscribe to SAE Media Group.